This is wrestling's greatest moments.
Hey now, wrestling fans. It's time for another episode of Wrestling's Greatest Moments. Who's Dat Wrestler? Where we provide 5 clues and you have to guess the wrestler's identity. The less clues you need to get the answer, the better your score. Before we get started though, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell. Now here are the rules. You have 5 clues to guess each wrestler's identity, that is, the wrestling name they're best known by. If you answer the question with the first clue, you earn 5 points. If you answer the question by the second clue, you get 4 points, and so on, with the 5th and last clue being worth 1 point. If you don't answer the question within 5 clues, you get a whole lot of nothing. Good luck. Question 1. Clue number 1. This wrestler was born on November 1st, 1963, in Orlando, Florida. Clue number 2. This wrestler was born Monty Soap before adopting his better-known in-ring name. This wrestler worked as a bull rider before switching careers to wrestling. Clue number 3. This wrestler formed a successful tag team in the WWF, where he and his tag partner worked as cowboys, winning the WWF Tag Team Championship 3 times. Clue number 4. This wrestler currently works in AEW and serves as a tag team partner and mentor to The Acclaimed, aka Max Caster and Anthony Bowens. Clue number 5. This wrestler transformed into an edgier character, joining D-Generation X. He would go on to win the WWF Tag Team Championships several more times, as well as the 1999 King of the Ring tournament. Who's Dat Wrestler? Who is Billy Gunn? Question 2. Easy. Clue number 1. This wrestler was born on February 28, 1953, in West Point, New York. Clue number 2. Promoters had him change his real name, Richard Blood, because they felt it didn't sound like a babyface name. Clue number 3. This wrestler was in a heated program with Nature Boy Ric Flair during his first campaign in Mid-Atlantic Championship Wrestling, aka Jim Crockett Promotions. Clue number 4. This wrestler worked in a very successful tag team with Jay Youngblood. This duo captured the NWA World Tag Team Championship 5 different times. Clue number 5. This wrestler worked an undercard match at WrestleMania 3 that many fans and critics believe stole the show. Who's Dat Wrestler? Who is Ricky Steamboat? Question number 3. Medium. Clue number 1. This wrestler was born on February 9th, 1963, in Italy. Clue number 2. She attended Robbinsdale High School in Minnesota and was trained by Eddie Sharkey and Brad Rheingans. Clue number 3. She worked as a model and a nurse before entering the Squared Circle, making her in-ring debut in 1984. Clue number 4. This wrestler captured the AWA Women's Championship in 1987. She would go on to win the WWF Women's Championship and the WCW Cruiserweight Championship. Clue number 5. This wrestler famously dumped the WWF Women's Championship into a trash can on live television. Who's Dat Wrestler? Who is Medusa Michelli or Alundra Blaze? Question 4. Medium. Clue number 1. This wrestler was born on June 4th, 1937, in Rochester, New York. Clue number 2. This wrestler was trained by Pedro Martinez, Stu Hart. Clue number 3. This wrestler owned a minority share in the Capital Wrestling Corporation before selling it to Vincent Kennedy McMahon. Clue number 4. This wrestler's son was a WWF referee who died in an automobile accident on July 4th, 1994. Clue number 5. This wrestler was known for his famous commentary teams with Jesse the Body Ventura and later Bobby the Brain Heenan. Who's Dat Wrestler? Who is Gorilla Monsoon? Question 5. Hard. Clue number 1. This wrestler was born in Downers Grove, Illinois on September 18, 1930. Clue number 2. This wrestler worked his first match in 1949 after serving in the United States Navy during World War II. Clue number 3. This wrestler was known for his frugal ways and even worked as a masked wrestler named the Masked Miser. Clue number 4. This wrestler set a world record for the most sit-ups in 1945. Clue number 5. This wrestler's 2 sons had successful careers in the WWF. One of his sons went on to win the WWF Championship 2 times, and later the WCW World Championship. Who's Dat Wrestler? Who is Angelo Poffo? Question 6. Hard. Clue number 1. This wrestler was born on April 10th, 1953. Clue number 2. This wrestler attended Appleton High School, where he excelled in track and field, football, and wrestling. Clue number 3. One of this wrestler's high school friends was Eric Bischoff, a man who worked in the same promotion as him. Clue number 4. This wrestler was an NCAA champion and 2-time member of the United States Olympic wrestling team. Unfortunately, he did not compete due to the 1980 boycott of the Moscow Olympics. Clue number 5. Some of the wrestlers he trained included Kurt Hennig, Vader, Shinya Hashimoto, and Tom Zank. This wrestler was also one half of the AWA World Tag Team Champions. Who's Dat Wrestler? Who is Brad Rheingans? Question 7. Ridiculous. Clue number 1. This wrestler was born on July 3rd, 1965 in Toki City, Japan. Clue number 2. This wrestler studied karate and judo before training to become a professional wrestler with Antonio Inoki. He also received training from Stu Hart and Brad Rheingans. Clue number 3. This wrestler debuted in New Japan Pro Wrestling in 1984, but also honed his skills in Stampede Wrestling, Continental Wrestling Association, and the World Wrestling Council. Clue number 4. In 1989, this wrestler advanced to the finals in the IWGP Heavyweight Championship Tournament before losing to Big Van Vader. Clue number 5. This wrestler became the second man to hold the New Japan Pro Wrestling, All Japan Pro Wrestling, and National Wrestling Alliance World Championships. Who's Dat Wrestler? Who is Shinya Hashimoto? Now it's time to add up your score. 0 points, time to work on the ring crew. 1 to 5 points, you're training to become a professional wrestler. 6 to 10 points, you're a local talent. 11 to 15 points, you're a jobber to the stars. 16 to 20 points, you're a mid-card talent. 21 to 25 points, you're an upper-card talent. 26 to 30 points, consider yourself a main eventer. 31 to 34 points, you're the undisputed world champion. And if you get 35 points, you're a living legend. Come back next week and we'll have another episode of Who's Dat Wrestler? How'd you do at guessing these wrestlers' identities? Share your thoughts in the comment section and let us know if there's any videos you'd like Wrestling's Greatest Moments to cover. In the meantime, hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, follow us on Twitter and Instagram, and spread the good news about Wrestling's Greatest Moments, the channel that celebrates the squared circle.